look like Glasgow. Now, as you know, what they had, what are you saying? They had big oil tanks coming down, as you'll see in the photo, going to put up, and they had electric cables which came down as well, down through here, go inside. Those, when charged, sparked to make it look like tram lines. So a Germans looking down would see cables and they'd just drop their bombs here instead of over in Glasgow there, you can see. Okay, so after this, I'll take you up the hill, we'll go a wee tab up the hill, and we'll go and see the actual bomb craters where the Germans instead of in Glasgow. There was 18 of these Starfish Decoy bunker sites all around Glasgow, and they worked because out of all of them, the Germans dropped 700 bombs here, and they lit the fires up, so it looked like the planes that went before them dropping the incendiaries had actually lit up the city with their incendiaries, so the Germans would drop their bombs, parachute bombs and stuff like that, but they lit this field up so they dropped the bombs on this site and the 18 other sites round about. But today we're at this one. Okay, so let's go and have a wee gander. This is a bit bigger than the other ones. The other one I showed you in the other video I did. It was Glenaffer Braes and Preston. So let's go and have a wee look. So here's the bunker. There's this kind of blast wall protecting it. So it's a bit muddy in here and a bit floody. Let's just have a wee recce. Yeah, it's quite flooded. Oops a daisy. So I brought wellies. So that's the first room. Let's see the escape hatch there. And in this room and we'll see that well. There's feet planks on the floor for the generators. My goodness, it's so wet. Oh God, damn it. Yeah, definitely should have brought wellies. Not to worry. My goodness. It's quite flooded. Not damaged, but quite flooded. So that's there, and then lines would have went up this hill to the tanks that we've seen, that you've seen in the photograph, and the cables would have went down this way and probably all over this area. Now as you can see, the planes are still coming over this way, which is what they did in 1941 when they were heading towards Clydebank and Greenock. Over this way, they would have seen this all lit up and they would have dropped their bombs because they would have been confused. out why this was. They would have thought this was Glasgow, so they would have dropped their bombs. And instead of dropping it on Glasgow itself and killing people, this saved lives. Saved a lot of lives, and we just go up again. There's the escape hatch. And round about, it's quite overgrown now. There's bits down there as well, as you can see. This would have been protected with corrugated iron and such. As you've probably seen, the last one wasn't this big. Yeah, this side where I'm standing right now is where the generators were. If I had my other torch, you would have seen it better, but alas, I couldn't find it when I needed it. Usual. So there's the escape hatch into that wee room machine. Let's just get down here. And there would have been air vents as well. Air vents where they come out. So, what we're going to do now, if you see that line of trees in the distance there, I'm going to take a tab up there to a trig point, but before that we need to go up here, and you'll see why in a minute. So welcome back to Hangturf 1944, and this is Blairskiff, and this is a trig point at Blairskiff, and just beyond that are and the city just beyond the eye line. Well, the reason I'm here, and we were down at the Starfish Decoy bunker. Now the reason for that Starfish Decoy bunker was to save lives, to divert the bombers away from the cities and the Clyde and other things, because there's 18 around Glasgow, but there's hundreds around Britain, and they've done the same job. But this one that we were just at was a bigger one because it was to protect Glasgow. Now they did their jobs, as I said earlier, because they saved numerous lives, because the bombers, rather than dropping their bombs in Glasgow and on the Clyde, got confused and dropped their bombs in surrounding areas. Well, some of the bombers did, because as you know, Clydebank was hit. They dropped their bombs round about, so it did the job perfectly. Done the job to some extent. Now, as I said, this is Glasgow me a trig point, just right here, just down here, as I'll show you in a wee second. There's something interesting. Oops, nearly went for a tumble. Thankfully it's not as windy as I thought it would be. So that's a bit of a godsend. Sorry about this, I'm just sorting the camera out. Right. Here. It's a bomb crater. Now, this is why the Starfish bunker was here. Instead of dropping that on one of the houses over there and killing families, it was dropped here. And the Starfish bunker did its job. The brave men who manned, it was a 4-man bunker, that one, risked their lives getting bombed just so people down there would be saved. Now I don't know if it was men or women, I think it could have been the ATS. So take from that as well. I know the ATS were women. I'm not sure. If you know, drop me a comment. But this is the bomb crater. Now there's several. That's one of them. But there's some more over that way, near Strathblane and Strathblane and Balmore. I know there's some down Balmore, which is that way as well. Now, as far as I know, over that way is where the Ju-88, which was shot down by a air squadron. They were coming over in one of their bombing runs again, and the squadron in Ayrshire were scrambled, and they caught up with them over here, just above us actually, because if you can recall, planes come over that way, in Lennoxtown Cemetery, and I've done a video about that as well. Ju-88, if you go back. He's buried there now. There was 2 of them buried there. One was taken down to Staffordshire or something like that, and then was taken back to Germany. And another one was taken to Canada. Now he was a bit of a bad one. Executed because he started some kind of rebellion in the Canadian POW camp, and he was executed. But Gid Hansman lies at rest in Lennoxtown Cemetery. So over this way there's other bomb craters as well. But yeah, Gid Hansman's wife came across, and they were going to take him back to Germany, but she says, no, this is so beautiful here, I'm just going to leave him here because it's stunning. And that's that. That's Starfish bunker done its job to a certain extent, because the Germans dropped their bombs here, and over that way and down there, because they made a decoy city to save lives. God bless them, unless we forget. Thank you for doing the job. Thank you to all the veterans who done their job and gave us freedom and won the war against the Nazi Reich. It's just a pity that some of the lessons haven't been learned, because there's wars going on just now, and it's a damn shame. We'd all love world peace, but